What you thinking about?
More interested in
We're
that
gonna
white
be
one than
tasting
anything.
left to right.
Left to right.
I will walk you through each one.
Okay.
I recommend you leave a little bit, behind so you can compare them as we go because you can really see the difference in them. But if you feel like throwing them back, I won't stop. But as you can see, there's not enough to really get you buzzed anyway. We just want you to taste it.
Okay, we just taste it.
I haven't told you the mash bill yet, and it tells you on the chart, mash bill for each product. We got all these different products, but they're all made off the same mash bill. It's all made the same way in the distillery every day of the year. Our mash bill is 84% corn, 8% rye, 8% malted barley. When they make it in the distillery, they don't know what it's going to be. They just put it in a barrel. But depending on how long it ages determines the product. Some of the whiskeys age longer than others. But the first one we're going to try has never been aged. It's the only product that's never gone in a barrel. It's exactly what we saw coming off the still.
Wow.
It was around 130, 150 proof coming off the still. We ran it through the charcoal, and then we watered it
Smells
down
like
to
moonshine.
91.
It is.
Moonshine.
White corn whiskey. It takes about 1 week to get this. Whenever you're ready, give it a smell. It smells like a distillery.
It sure does.
You'll see.
It's
You'll be able to taste
strong.
the corn.
What do you think?
I like it.
Strong.
It's smooth.
My little baby taste. I feel you.
So once that goes into a barrel, all the color comes from the wood, tannins from the wood. It'll change the flavor quite a bit. So the next one you're gonna try is our flagship product, number 12. The one that's been around since the beginning and you can get it pretty much anywhere. Recipe number 12.
Okay.
This is a blended whiskey. There's hundreds of barrels of whiskey all mixed together. They all range from 4 years to 7 years old. And recipe number 12.
Cheers. Cheers.
It's 90 proof. So go ahead and give it a try. And as you're doing that, I want to show you the U number 12 label. You may notice there's something different about it. There's something missing off the number 12 label.
I can't tell you.
The number 12.
Oh, where did it go?
Well, we have released some new products these past couple of years with age statements. So people's been mistaking number 8 and number 12 as an age statement. So they took it off.
Those are cute glasses. They have the
It's so
TJ
nice.
Maxx. I need some. Okay, that's so far.
This is a couple of years old. Well, we've had it out market for a couple of years. This is George Dickel bourbon whiskey. This is the first time we've ever put the word bourbon on a George Dickel label. That was a bold decision. All of our Tennessee whiskeys here are technically bourbon whiskeys. We check every box. It's a charcoal filter that makes it a Tennessee whiskey. It tells us on this bourbon label, charcoal filter. This is Tennessee whiskey. But that doesn't omit it from still technically being a bourbon. So we called this a bourbon. It has an 8-year-old age statement on the label. So the whiskey in this blend is at least 8 years old. 8, 9, 10-year whiskey. So this is older whiskey than your 12.
It smells okay. Smells really
And
good.
it's sweeter
Smell it?
flavor. And
Yeah, it
that's what
smells
drove
sweeter.
our distiller Nicole to call it bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and give it a try.
I like that.
You should be able to notice.
Kentucky.
Oh yeah, we made some people mad.
Push back.
Yes, unhappy people about it.
Saved a little bit.
Yeah, I did too.
It's Barrel Select. Barrel Select's been around
86 proof.
for a long time, since the 60s. This is still blended whiskey like the bourbon and the 12. Just not as many barrels in the blend. Less than 50 barrels.
Wow.
Selected by the head distiller for flavor alone. She doesn't care the age, how old or how young it is. Picking the good tasting, or to her, some of the good tasting whiskeys and mixing them up, putting them in a bottle. So this is usually easier for a lot of people to handle. It's real smooth. It's not quite as strong. It's a lower proof. It's 86 proof. Very flavorful.
How long is that aged?
There's really no,
Just whatever.
just whatever she thinks. I know she likes to use the older ones. So I know some 9, 10s probably.
Oh, that's really
Won't
smooth.
be much older than that.
And what was the average age
It was really
statement
smooth.
for the blood?
A lot
less
Number
burn.
12
Yeah,
one?
it's
Not
more
as
like,
sweet.
this is more like
Yes.
scotch to me.
Or 7?
It's
Okay.
pretty good. I like that one too.
So this one's very popular. A lot of people like this one.
I like the barrel fruit.
It's my choices.
Just saying.
Now,
What do you think?
one of you here have upgraded, so he's gonna try 2 extras, but that doesn't mean y'all are out of the picture. If y'all wanna try anything, 8% corn, 8% malted barley. We share the label.
Switched it from 84 to rye.
Just lift it.
Yeah, you just flipped it, yeah.
For more rye.
8 corn, okay, gotcha.
We share the label with someone, Leopold Brothers.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sure y'all heard, I'm sure y'all heard of Leopold. Denver, Colorado, where they're located.
How'd you feel about it?
And his mash bill is 80% rye, 20%
I like this one
barley.
best.
I see how you feel about it.
We
Same
blended
here.
these 2 together, and that was a
This
very
one actually lasts.
nice collaboration.
Yeah, me too.
And I really like this one because it's so different.
I think I like this one best. It was sweet.
Yeah. This one, what's the tough one?
And this one was smooth. You gonna try them?
Didn't y'all used to source your rye whiskey from MGP?
We do our other rye whiskey, like the green
Yeah, that's
label,
good.
Yeah.
so we don't sell that one.
Going back for more.
That one's.
So these are our luxury whiskeys.
This one.
These are $10 a quarter ounce pour. This one is $15 a quarter ounce pour. This is a cask strength whiskey. Cask strength usually means high proof, 120, 130, maybe higher than that. Our barrel entry proof, we put everything in the barrel here around 115, so we put it in quite low. This is a 92 proof cask strength, 17-year-old whiskey. It's got a deep red color. Not a drop of water's been added. This is $350 a bottle. We have another cask strength, 89.8 proof, a little lower, 16 years old. This is George Dickel whiskey. But as you can see, it's got a copperhead snake on the label. And we call it Copper Tongue. This is bottled by the Orphan Barrel Company. And they have a whole lineup of different whiskeys and bourbons that are old. Orphan Barrel Company rescues long lost barrels of whiskey. They were either lost or just sitting out there aging. And they just never were meant to be bought for something. This is $400 a bottle. The white ceramic bottle here is some 17-year-old whiskey. We bottled this stuff in the year 2020. That marked Dickel's 150th anniversary. We celebrated by bottling 20 barrels of 17-year whiskey that we had. And combined, all those 20 barrels yielded around 1,000 of these. That's like 50 bottles per barrel. 90 proof, $350 a bottle. And here's some of that rye whiskey I was telling you about. This is the same rye whiskey you see at the store. 95% rye, 5% barley. This one aged for 13 years. We aged it here in our warehouse. So we can sell it here. This is $400 a bottle. And the last one, I think it's the most interesting one, this yellow label. This is some 15-year-old whiskey. This was supposed to have been a 15-year-old single barrel whiskey. Well, we checked the proof on this 15-year whiskey last summer. It was 79 proof sitting in the barrel. So we had us a 79 proof cask strength whiskey. But in America, you can't call it a whiskey because all whiskey in America has a minimum proof requirement, 80 proof. Well, Nicole thought that was too cool and she wanted to bottle it up like that. And we called it spirits distilled from grain. This just goes against the norm. We have all these high proof cask strength stuff sitting on the shelf. Here's a 79.8 proof cask strength.
Dang, so close.
Barely missed 2 decimals. $175 a bottle. Well, anybody have any question? You want to try anything?
Can I just see that white one?
Well, I hope you want. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It's a lot less than the bottle, 20.